Rastafari, wisdom tree. Yes, I. Speech of speech. You know, when I come along time, I know give you a little sketch, a little speech out, you know, from under the wisdom tree, you know, see it? So I give you the power of life. You know, life itself will come from. No one say the gift of life is eternal life. Gift of God is eternal life. So them say, you know, see it? But life, you know, like sometimes I go even this like this. Sometimes when the mind start to wandering of where it come from, don't see the facts, what in front, just wondering where it from. Though we know, the individual know how he and she made, but they just wonder where they from. So now they build story of, like say, the flesh, building where it from. So they say, they written a book, flesh written a book, you know, of where it from. So he said God build a man, God build a man, build a flesh, and then he build a female flesh from the man, ribs bone. And with all this saying, the flesh, the iron is written all this thing down. So you have to wonder, if you go in at the tumbling ground, you have to wonder who built the iron. We're written about all this thing. Because you tumble down, you roll down the tumbling hole to find out where you come from. You know? But if I tell you, say the powers that dwell in our water, you'd have say, what? Can you see? And then we go outdoor and this cloud come on over, dark up, and the rain fall. So you got the idea, water falling down from above. And sometimes it hit the ground and trees grow from it. Plants grow from it. Solid, stabilized thing grow from it. And sometimes the water itself run. Don't stabilize it, run. But still about stabilization. So when time the flesh mind run, you have to know, say, we not come from out of the ground. Some people say that God built us from dirt, you know. Because mine run, you know. But when mine run, you have to tell him, say, you not come from out of the ground. You come from above the ground. That's why some man believe, say, there's a God, and God up in heaven, above the ground, because you come from above the ground, about maybe 2-3 feet above the ground. So it's not a stabilized thing. We move around. I will run on top of the ground. So when them a tumble down in the mine hole now, and I have to say, well, you come from water, you know. That's why your mind runs so much. Cause you come from water and you come like a tadpole, grow in your mama's stomach full of water. Man breathe on the water before it grow fruit and drop out, pump on the earth. See that seed? Human being. You see it? So now, when time the mind around now, cause the truth, nobody can believe it's so simple truth that is. Cause so many things that the handwritten, where the brains read. So many confusement going on. So wandering is wandering all around because the mind is not solid foundation things, that thing around. And the thing we can really program. So sometimes them program the mind, and next man I tell you if you believe in this, and you believe in it. Next man say if you believe in that and you believe in that. Cause you know, it's not a stabilized thing. I understand, learn how to stabilize it. So a man can tell you anything. A man will believe in a certain thing for a while. And then the next while he believe in a certain different thing. A man can be, say for instance now, a man can be a ballad for a while, believe in different religion. Then the next time you see me, I'm a Rasta man and believe in a different thing. Because it's not a stabilizing thing. It's a running thing. Because you see, when man born, man is stabilized now. Human, when the flesh born, they don't stabilize. You learn how to crawl. You learn how to turn up and walk and run. So you walk all over the ground. So a man we born upon a piece of ground down there so. Earth down there so. Drop on a piece of earth down there so. And you grow up on the next piece of earth over there so. So man with it all over the earth. And you have someone believe say the earth belongs to them. So they give it name and claim it say it's a for them ground. Nobody is not supposed to come here. That's how the mind are running. But the flesh is different. Because age still growing up and the flesh still get old. And if you put so much negative on your mind, you start to talk foolishness and blight the other person's mind, and then they believe in you. Because number one, a man will believe say a God, a name, and this name God above the earth. And this can save them from everything. But everything that keep you alive is on the earth. So do you ever wonder how that work? You're shouting out to the heavens and everything you need is under your feet upon the earth. Confusement of running of mind. So you see, I might know we talk about many different things because can you learn about the flesh, and the mind, and you're not stabilized, not a foundation, foundation is one thing, because number one, if you're gonna be a foundation plan of you're gonna be respect the one who put you on this land and who give you life and the one who you come from. You're not gonna change and sucky and cuss out everyone who push you out and this and that, and sometimes lock and kill even them per certain. So you're not a foundation. That's the only way you can, if you want to try out to be a foundation. You have to respect. Like a tree will be a foundation now, and they call it the library of the earth. And if I feel say if a man I go pray to a God, I believe him can pray to like the water. God, really, that really supposed to be a God. At least it come from out of the cloud. You see, that's a thing of Rastaman, you know. That's just an idea me I fling out there, you see it, because when the man I pray to a child, I want come out of a home where you still they destroy other folks come out of home too. You see it? So when we look upon it, it's just the fighting of the human being is not the thing that come out of the ground of the earth. It's a thing that come above the earth. It's thing that born above the earth. That's the destruction of the earth. And that's the destruction of the womb. Born. You call them the womb people. We call myself the womb people. Come from the womb, you know. You see it? And we destroy our one another. And sometimes you look, you know, you destroy one another. Some people destroy one another for gain the earth, piece of the earth, own the earth. And yet still, they pray to God in the sky. I don't understand how that works. That just, you know, the mind confusement. There's a confusement going on. So I tell you this now. The flesh is from the water of the like sperms. You know? Okay, I say name, then give the name, you know. And that deliver up from above the earth, couple feet. So when I tell her once, you know, you have to pay attention to the words you heard. Because you see, a great man would say, a religion is an instrumental sound, like drum, guitar, and them tambourine, and all kind of thing. Beat is a religion of the flesh. So the sound, now, you have to put a sound upon the religion. And I see it. So what kind of sound you want to put upon it? Or that the sound there? Because the instrument alone can make you move and shout out different sound. You see it? And sometimes they fling out a name, they call it sin. Pan an instrument, you know. And from, me know myself from maybe my whole food parents and everything there. When them just build this word sin, they may hear about different donkey years. And when this word come up, man, like I first thing hear it. And I put all kind of different name upon that the name there. But I tell you say, there's a name for sin, you know. And it is sin. Why get man so hungry? I don't know. What it mean? I don't know. What it do? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder why we have so much religion. I need so much God and we already have two God. Mama and Daddy. But we cannot learn about those before we add a third one on. have so much words call confusement of the mind, make it roll down, tumbling ground. You said whom push out supposed to love one another and jolly around and praise up. But it's not happening like that. They're chasing down things. And their foot touching the earth, because they can't walk in the air. But you still believe in something come from the sky. A mind floating up high. You see? I'm on one saying, back in the days when the flesh died, they used to bury it in the ground. And sometimes the flesh grow tree. After everything you eat, when the flesh melt out in the ground, sometimes something grow tight, That our flesh have the gift of that. That's what a man saying, in our dream. And from that tree the people used to, back in the days, them used to, it's a dream I get, them used to take that thing that grow, make it boil and drink a tea. So that thing you used to keep them in flesh. Because it come from the flesh, so you keep the flesh strong and maybe live long. The bone gets strong and the skin gets stronger. But now, as time go on, it was certain flesh of that seed within it can grow out the dirt. And certain thing certain flesh could do it. So they try to put a stoppage to all that. Instead of bury, so that when the flesh go down, you just put it down in the dirt. Because you can't, you believe in something come from the sky, but everything keep you alive come from the dirt. Put it down in the dirt and just make it grow. They try to stop that because was one set of thing was happening like that. So them build concrete now. Concrete it down or burn it. Fling it out. But yet still searching for tree. The foundation of life. So that's what's a dream. A stupid dream, so not go so, but sometimes when you get a vision, you have to spill it out and say maybe a clue in it. That's why it appeared in I vision. See it? Because enough man don't know themselves. That's why them a wander down the wandering hole where they really come from. And many stories has been told in different tones. And many things is going on. But like a library tree, the library, the wisdom tree, who gather wisdom, would I say, when confusement of the flesh is taken, they try to build on the ground. So they build houses and different things to call a home. Because everything you need to build is on the ground. So when them build things now and shout out, because it's a confusement within the flesh. So you just say, like it's a war in the flesh zone. That's it. So when time them build all these things now, they jump and they shout around. Because many things build on top of the ground. So now they confuse, the flesh still confused. Okay, somewhere along the line, some dislitement pop up somewhere. Because you travel down the member zone and try to figure it come from you, book up on all kind of different things. So when time them book up on different things now, and start to build different things. So they build this thing, they give it a name named money. And it became the god of all that build on top of the ground. So that thing now can buy anything that's built on the ground. So it became the god of what built on top of this earth. And when you look and see, if you use your eyes and ears what the flesh have and see, you that see now who figure they got the powers over the flesh that run on this ground is the one who have the most blessing from the gods that build. That's a word that's built on this ground. So if money is the god of the world built on the earth, then what is the blessing and what is the salvation? You know? You have to think about that, you know. Because religion is turned upside down. That's just a mind. It's a thought in a mind. Who want to build this, who want to build that. Because the real McCoy don't mention, and that's it. So you have to heard about something you cannot see. But in your mind, you make it become real. But the real things now, don't pay too much mind. The water of the fountain of life don't never get too much praise. But the builders that build the things that money can buy, it's running this earth right now. And no man, and knowing the flesh grow above the earth, it's move around. It's not a foundation. It don't solid, it don't stabilize, it move. So anyway the flesh move to and try to make it their home, to live in what built on top of the earth. Some others have a problem with that because they got a whole lot of salvation, a whole lot of blessing from the God. The money God got, that means they have a whole heap of money. That's it. So when you think about the religion of the flesh where I tell you about, is the instrument of the beat, and the words that build on it is a sin. So sometimes you listen to some words built on a beat, and the person say the words and say they're strong in their belief in something that above the earth. You know, that is just bullshit. Forgive my language. But what they gain in doing all that, the blessing from the gods, right? If the words is good enough, you gain enough blessing from the gods of the world that built on top of this earth. So, you know, in the human being race, we are always gonna have different belief, because the foundation of where we're born from, we discuss it out sometime, talk about it, and every man have a righteous thing to talk about, but they feel like an unrighteous thing. But I tell you, say, If you're traveling down the belief road and the God thing, try to believe in the two God that's make it first. I know that person come from the womb, build a world on top of this earth, top of the dirt. But the animal them, you know, cause they can run around and we can eat them too, and we did everything to the animal them, and if you buy money you can buy them too, you know, see. We start believe in the truth. Cause there is so many lies. Start believing is strong. Cause there is so many that's weak and try to pretend to be strong. Knowing we are from the womb, we don't grow out the dirt. And if somebody say, oh God built me from the dirt, tell him say I lie them I tell. Knowing yourself. It's a hard thing for do, you know, but it can happen. And knowing we build our trouble for one another. And we try to confuse one another to hate. If you hate this person and you got a friend, you want other person to hate him too. So you try to tell this and tell that to make them join in at the hating gang. And we all try to survive on this land. So and I say, blessed be the nation and the foundation of the land, the trees. And blessed be the gods of the flesh, the water that's run. And knowing ourselves and know say, it's time now to start to learn and stop guessing who we is. Try to learn who we are and see who do the fighting and what do they killing. If something come from the sky, or something born out the dirt, or is something come out the home. Blessed be the name of the Most High, Jah Rastafari, the mighty ineek chief. Gone.